Uh-oh, police. Ben S1K? What's your name? What a nice guy, dude. See, that's just why I love the biking community. There she is. Well, welcome to my humble abode. This is my trailer. I haven't shown it in a while. Obviously I had the video of when I picked it up, but I've thrown a lot more things in it. I apologize for the mess. It's a little messy right now, but don't worry about that. But essentially I just use it to store the Aprilia, keep it nice. And you know, I don't like to keep bikes out in the weather because they can get messed up, weathered, cause a lot of different bad things for the bike. So try to keep it inside and, you know, protect it a little bit, keep the longevity, because this is a bike that I want for a while. So I put a lot of money into it, a lot of mods into it, and I don't want that to go to waste, just a freaking brand falls on it or something. So as you can probably tell by the title of this video, we're gonna be talking about all the things that I've done to this Aprilia, and it's a lot. So this might be a long video, but I apologize. Let's go ahead and hop on the bike. Are you kidding me? I forgot to grab the key. Okay, I'll be back. Got the key. You know, that's one thing I've never loved about motorcycling is there's so many things that you gotta do. Like, you gotta wear a helmet, you gotta wear gloves, you gotta wear a jacket, you gotta start the bike. Like, it's not as easy like a car. Like, you kind of just get in it and go. No, there's so many steps to, like, I'm not saying like I don't want to wear a helmet. I'm always gonna wear a helmet, but just a little tedious sometimes when you just want to hop on and go. I also got these new Sedici gloves, and they've honestly been amazing. They're definitely a lot better than my old Alpine Star gloves at keeping the wind out. That was one thing I never liked about the old ones. I'm forgetting the model right now, but my old Alpine Star ones, they were great. They did great, but the reason why I bought these new ones is because they actually started to tear right here. Let me put my cruise control on. They started to tear like right here, and at first it was fine, just like a little like gash. But then it started to grow into this big, my whole entire palm was exposed. I'm like, I can't use gloves to protect my hand if my whole palm is literally fully exposed. It defeats the purpose of gloves. So I really had to buy new gloves, and I saw these, they were on sale for a little bit. I think they were like $140 on sale for $100, something like that. Picked them up, and I do like them because they're a lot longer than the ones I had. I did have full gauntlet gloves last time, but I want to say they only went to like about halfway up. Oh. You know, they were full gauntlet gloves, but I think they only went about halfway right here. But these go like an extra, you know, 2 inches, and they have this giant puck right here. I don't know what you call it, but this giant part where you could slide on the ground with, which is great. They're definitely a little bit thicker, so it's a little hard to, it's actually not that hard to maneuver. But one thing I don't like about them is you can't use your phone. I don't know if they don't have like the little fingertip thing, you know, that like make it where you can use your phone. It just doesn't have it, which is really annoying, because if I get on and I forget to start my music and I still have my gloves on, I just don't listen to music that ride, which kind of sucks. Sometimes I've even pulled over, taken the glove off and played it, but probably for the best, because you shouldn't be using your phone when you're riding anyway. But like, it's just like music, you know, but it's fine. They're great other than that. They're times where it's been really cold, it really like keeps my hands warmer a lot more than the Alpine Star ones. That was a big thing with them, is like it would be like 50 degrees, which is, yeah, it's cold to ride, but you know, I would still riding it, and it like I would be miserable in those gloves. So these are a lot better at that for sure. Oh, there's a brother over there. You know, I was actually thinking that today, I haven't seen like many, like so I got back on, what day did I get back on? Sunday. And it's now Wednesday, and like I've rode every day, but that's the first rider I've seen since Sunday, which is crazy. Like any bike, any sport bike, anything. I see bikes parked where I park at on campus, but like as far as actually riding on the road, I hadn't seen any up until that guy right there. So, which I mean, I wouldn't say is uncommon for Waco. It is a small town. There's not a lot of riders. Not something like Dallas where you see them all over, but there's still some, especially on college campuses. A lot of college kids like myself think it's cool to ride a big sport bike. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head over to a pretty scenic spot right around sundown, so we can park the bike and talk about all the mods that are on this bike, because I know you're probably wondering what mods I have done to make it look like this. That's why you clicked on the video. You don't want to hear me talking about all the stuff that my life updates and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and park, and then we'll talk about what's done to the bike. I'll also try my best to come up with the prices for some of these, but it's just been so long, and you know, I might not be able to find some of the listings, and I'll also try to put all the links that I can down below, but again, it's been so long, I don't know if I'll be able to find them. I'll try my best though. Uh-oh, police. They pull someone over, or is it just, no, there must be like a game going on or something. Because I see another one over there. Yeah, there's one on the left too. Yeah, it's got to be, yep, yeah. Some event or something going on at the stadium. Man, all those police officers when I pass by are just staring me down. A little scary, to say the least. I guess another big, is that a, oh yep, that's also sheriff, wow. Okay. Oh yeah, he approves of it. I gotta go after that truck. Oh, hello, how are you doing? Oh, yep, you're just gonna go straight through, aren't you? That's fine, isn't it? It's not like I've been waiting my turn. Oh, those pops. Had to show that guy a little bit. It's the guy that gave me like the thumbs up or nodded at the thing, so I had to show him a little bit what it's about on it. Oh, that could have been interesting. I don't know if that dog was just not on a leash, but ran out into the middle of the road. Wow, I haven't been to Cameron Park in probably, so I guess it's been like 2 months since I've been here. Wow, it's been a very long time. There's always people playing frisbee golf, I think it is, and it's like a really big thing in Cameron Park. But I find funny because like I didn't even. Oh, there's a rider. What up, boy? R7. Probably just, dude, there's so many people that ride Cameron Park. I guarantee you, he just finished ripping this place up. And I love seeing other riders. It makes me happy. There's sport bike riders too. Oh, look at all the boats in the river. All right, what are oh, okay, someone's starting. If you're in like the Waco area or near the Waco area, you want a place to ride, starting right here up to the top of Lover's Leap, I think is the very top. It's a nice little path. I will say it's a little bit sketchy. Do not, even if you're a good rider, you need to know this road before you take it at your full capacity. Take it slow the first few times. You need to know what you're coming into, because there's a few turns that if you don't take it less than 20 miles an hour, you're probably going to go down. And it's very, very unforgiving, because look at the sides of these roads. There's no shoulder, and you'll see at some points there's literally just like that drops off. I mean, it's not a good time, and that's not even the worst of them. It gets so much worse. It's very hilly. So yeah, just be careful. But Cameron Park's fun, man. I mean, if you don't have any cars in front of you, and you're going the speed limit, of course, because I've actually been talked to by a park ranger before that didn't like how fast I was going. It's a very fun time. And even if you're stuck behind cars, I mean, hey, it's very beautiful too. Even if you're not trying to drag knee on some of these corners, which you shouldn't be doing anyway. It's just a beautiful ride. I mean, look at this. Oh, there's another bike. I wonder what that is. Is that an S1K? Oh shoot, dude, there's not a lot of S1Ks in Waco. Dang. Like, listen to that pop, dude. It's so loud. And if you watch it, it is it's a flame. It's fireball. Look at this. Look at these curves, man. This is like a full 270-degree curve right here. But look at that edge. If you go off that edge, I mean, it's not going to be a good day for you. But whoo, look at this. And I was only doing 35 on that. I mean, you take that a little bit faster, that's fun. All right, we have arrived. Look at this view. Hold on, I'm going to grab my stuff real quick and then appreciate this view real quick. Appreciate that view real quick, though. Holy. But yeah, look, this is Cameron Park. You guys are in the area. You want a good place to look out or take your girl on a date or something? It's a very nice place. Also, like I said, a lot of bikers here. I'm here pretty often as well, so yeah, enjoy nature. Anyways, finally, for what you're actually here, what you clicked on the video for, are all the mods on my bike. And I apologize, it's a little dirty right now. I haven't rode this thing. It's been sitting for 6 weeks while I was on break, so it's a little dirty. I apologize. I did clean it before I left, but I mean, just sitting there in the trailer is gonna cause a lot of dust and whatnot to get onto it. And I've rode it a few times since then, so let's go and talk about it. So I bought this bike back about to make a year, March last year, so March of 2025. Back then when I bought it, I'll put up a picture now, it did not look like this at all. It was yellow, had the red rims, and it had these tank grips, and that's literally about it. Everything else I've changed essentially. It was bone dry stock. Oh, the only thing it did have done to it was the tail tidy. So it had that tail tidy on it. To be honest, I don't love it. It's all right. It does the job as a tail tidy, you know, a lot better than nothing, but I've thought about changing it, or at bare minimum reducing these tail lights into something smaller, but it does the job, so I just left it. Now, the first modification that I did was actually not something big at all. It was actually the keycap. This is the Bonamici keyless gas cap. Did I say keycap? Gas cap. And the reason why I got this is because when I bought the bike, the gas cap actually rattled when you rode. I'll try to see if I can find a clip now and put it up. But when you rode or went above I think 30 miles an hour, the gas cap would kind of rattle a little bit because one of the back of the hinges was kind of bent off when he said he tried to open it too fast, the previous owner, and it broke it off a little bit. So that was kind of number one priority for me. I'm I knew I wanted to model the bike, but I'm first I need to just fix this thing and make it good. So that was first thing. Oh, I also forgot, it did come with this blackout windscreen as well. I think it's Puig. Put it up now if I'm able to find it. Oh, and oh wow, I'm just remembering everything. These Domino race grips as well were also on the bike. That I promise is everything. Tail tidy, windscreen, and Domino race grips. Those are the three things that it came with. The tail tidy, I don't remember the brand. I know if you look at the back of the plate, it has a logo that I remember I found the brand one time. It's a no-name brand, but it doesn't matter for tail tidy. All right, moving on, I guess we'll go ahead and talk about the biggest piece, which is obviously the color of the bike. So like I said, when I bought it, it was yellow, or acid gold, I think is what Aprilia calls it. I didn't like it. It wasn't bad, I'm not gonna lie. When I bought it, I knew I was buying it with an intention to change the color. I didn't buy it because of the color. In fact, I didn't like the color at all. As I rode it more and more, I'm not gonna lie, I did grow a pretty big favor to the color. It started to grow on me a lot. However, it was good. It was all right. I started to like the yellow and red combo, but I knew I would rather white so much more. So I went ahead and bought the white fairings kit from Amotopart. Now, I have an entire video talking about this fairing kit and my experiences with it. I did not have a very good experience with the company Amotopart. I'm not gonna be too harsh on them. They own the fairings that are on my bike, so I'm a customer of them. It's on my bike. If I really hate it that much, I'll take it off and put the other ones back on. But no, it works. It does its job now, but it had some issues. All I'll say about that is I would recommend staying away from Amotopart. If you want to know more information about my experience, you can watch the video called Do Not Buy Fairings from Amotopart. But yeah, that's the next thing I bought. After that, this is the part where I forget the exact order that everything came in. Next, we'll talk about the exhaust. So the exhaust is the MIVV Delta Race low profile exhaust. The reason why I went with this one is because it's one of, I think it's this one and maybe Arrow or someone else. I think there's only two. When I bought this 6 months ago, there's only two low profile exhausts. I loved the stock exhaust that it ended right here. Almost any other exhaust that you buy, SE Project, all those brands, they come up and they wrap up right here, and they use a bracket. I don't even know where, but it comes up and it stops right here. I personally wasn't a fan of that style. I mean, I can appreciate it. I think it looks good, but I think just the low profile looks so much better. It's all tucked up, nice and neat. And this one's black. I don't like the silver exhaust look. I like the black exhaust tip. So MIVV kind of just hit all those boxes for me, and the price I also liked. SE Project, I will agree, sounds better than the MIVV. I will say that. They do make better sounding exhausts. However, for the price that you're paying for SE Project and the look that it's the sound wasn't really as of importance to me as the look and the price, and this one, I love the way it looks, and I also love the way it sounds. It's not a bad sounding exhaust at all. Now, before we move forward, I will comment about the baffle, the DB killer. So, as you can tell, or may or may not be able to tell, there is no DB killer baffle. Again, I don't know exactly which one it is, but whatever it is that was on the end, I removed. Now, the reason why, I do have a valid reason for it, is because, I don't know if you'll be able to tell from the video, but there's a bolt on the very bottom. You can see the little hole right there. And that bolt on the bottom held an entire, baffle that went all the way around. So that bolt either got loose or, it wasn't even a bolt, it was a rivet. If you don't know, a rivet is a permanent bolt, essentially. You rivet two pieces of metal together, and then you can't get that out. The only way to get it out is to it's permanent, So whatever happened with that, and it started to rattle a lot. When the bike would be idling, you just hear metal clinking together because that baffle, only secured by one bolt, or one rivet, it didn't hold on very well, and it would rattle against the side of the exhaust. So the only solution to fix it, in my eyes, would either to be riveted from another side, which is just, I don't know how you would even do it. You'd have to take off the tip. It was just too much to me. The easier solution to me was honestly just to drill out the rivet. So I got a drill from the bottom. There's a little hole in the bottom, and you just drill that rivet straight out, and it just fell out. Now, obviously, because you're getting rid of that, the bike got a lot louder. It got significantly louder, and it was already pretty loud before, but it wasn't quite as loud as I wanted it to be. However, after I took the DB killer out, it got a little bit too loud for me. I've grown accustomed to it, but it's definitely a lot louder than I'd want it to be. But I will say, I think it sounds better too. Like it made it sound better, but it's also like significantly louder. So yeah, kind of just personal preference. I mean, I know some people love the loud bikes, and I want my bike to be loud. That's why I bought an exhaust. But like I said, it's a little bit too, if I really had to like fine tune it, I would just make it a little bit quieter, and that's it. But that's like me being like picky, you know. It's amazing. I love it. Anyway, moving on from that, to pair with the MIVV Delta Race exhaust, I got the Gabbros Upmap Tool, whatever, ECU flash, whatever the full title is. And that's because anytime you get a full system exhaust, this is a full system. I don't know if I mentioned that. This is a full system exhaust. Anytime you get one, you're supposed to, am I hearing things? Anytime you get one, you're supposed to flash the ECU, because this new exhaust that you have, I'm probably gonna butcher this explanation, but this new exhaust that you have doesn't run the same way that your exhaust, you know, filters out the bad stuff from the engine. So the air to fuel ratio is now different, and if the bike is still running off that old air to fuel ratio, then it's going to not, you know, shift properly. It's not gonna be good for the engine. It's gonna have a lot of what is it called, like backfire. It's gonna see a lot of giant flames most likely, which, you know, may be cool, but it's not good for the engine. So, and then the next thing that I bought, I don't know if it's exactly in order, but next thing we'll talk about are the frame sliders, because they're pretty important to me. These are from T-Rex. T-Rex is definitely a smaller brand. I'll say a cheaper brand. Just being honest, Evotech is kind of the best brand for sliders. However, the price for frame sliders for me from Evotech was just too expensive for me, so I went with T-Rex. And honestly, I think they look a little bit better, if I'm just being honest. It kind of matches the plastic in the background. And yeah, these are obviously on both sides. They come out of the fairings, and I think they look good. And also, they serve as like feet rest for me also, which is kind of cool. But yeah, to pair with those frame sliders, we also got axle sliders on the front and rear. You do have to buy them separately. I don't really know why, but got axle sliders. I said they've taken a hit from something. Probably like sliding alongside something. Well, there you go. That's why you need them. Yeah, got them for the front and the rear. Pretty easy. Kind of just slide them in. It's like a rod that goes straight through. And yeah, protect your axles if you ever go down. Pray you don't, but... Next, we have these RNG engine covers. The reason why I went with these is because, one, the price is a little bit cheaper than other ones. Two, I honestly rather these because they cover the entire engine. I don't remember, is it Evotech, I think, that has the like half ones where it covers only the bottom half of the engine. So it'll like start right here and then it stops like right here, which I personally didn't like the look of it. I like the full black cover because the engine is obviously like a silver case on the outside. So you're making the engine black, which blacking out more of it, I think, just looks better. The next thing that we'll talk about is the mirrors. And as you can see, I have Rizoma mirrors. Not actually. So these are actually bought off AliExpress. Rizoma mirrors are obviously way too expensive. Everyone knows that. And when I bought these, they're like, I don't know exactly what they said, but they looked like Rizomas. But I didn't know when I bought them, they would actually say Rizoma. Like, that's crazy. That's got to be like illegal. But I literally just purchased them because they looked like Rizomas, and they were way cheaper on AliExpress. Like, in my opinion, you don't need to pay a lot of money for mirrors. They don't like, it's not like you get really better quality the more money you pay for mirrors compared to other parts. Like, obviously you want to go expensive on like an exhaust or like fairings, but like mirrors, like you don't even use them. You literally turn them down, you don't use them. I'm like, I'm fine cheaping out on them. But they say Rizoma, so it's kind of cool. So I literally got Rizoma mirrors for cheap. Yeah, and then next we have Spider adjustable levers. And the reason for this is when I first bought the bike, I didn't like the clutch lever. I like the clutch lever is way too far out, and I wanted a way to adjust that. So I got adjustable levers, and Spider is a very reputable brand, and they make really good stuff. So I bought their adjustable levers. I bought the kit that comes with both sides. You don't have to buy them separately. And yeah, they've been nice. You can adjust them, obviously how far out they are. And then also you can adjust the point with the adjuster right here. So yeah, is that everything? I'm trying to think if that's everything. These tank grips were on it when I bought it. And so obviously when I added the new fairing kit to it, this is just a cover that goes over the old yellow tank, like it's a yellow tank under this. So obviously these tank grips have to come off. I just put them back on, put some 3M adhesive on the back, and it's not great. It doesn't like stay on perfect, but it's fine. It's just really for looks, and I do kind of like it on the side of my legs. Like I like the grip, but yeah, those were already there when I bought it. And I think that's everything. If I'm not forgetting anything, we got levers, grips, windshield, mirror, sliders, frame sliders, the tail tidy, the up map, the exhaust, the covers. I think that's pretty much everything. But yeah, if you have any questions about any of these mods that I had or how I installed them, or if you're installing something similar and you like run into an issue while installing them, you know, comment down below if I can help you out. Or if you're kind of like thinking about trying to figure out what exhaust you should buy for your RS660 and you're curious why I went with this one instead of this one, you know, comment down below and I'll try to answer. But yeah, I guess the only other mod that I really have is this, what do you even call this, a brake reservoir sock? Reservoir is a weird word. Bought this off Amazon. It came with a pack with like a little keychain too. Oh wait, I think is it the keychain that I have right now? I think it might be. Let me see. Yeah, it was this keychain and that came in like a pack on Amazon for cheap. So yeah, that's pretty much it. She's amazing. Obviously it's not completely done. Oh, I guess also, I didn't even think about this, radiator guard. So I bought a radiator guard off Amazon, and it was while I was out of state for work. And when I came back home, it had been delivered like a week before that. Came back home, the package just wasn't there. So I reported it to Amazon and they should be refunding me, but I should have had a radiator guard on right now. But I just never got it, so I don't know if we'll purchase it or just kind of leave it off. But in my opinion, that's kind of the only other mod you can add to it. I mean, radiator guard. I mean, what else? Obviously, I need to fix this rear seat. All the whole video talking about the whole situation with the rear seat, but I need to fix that. And then like, I don't really like. There's not much else you can do to a bike. I've done almost everything, which is great. I mean, that was my goal with this bike. This is supposed to be like my forever type of bike, you know, not really to get rid of it. I don't feel a need to upgrade. 1,000's way too much for me. This is already too much for me. So yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, leave it down below. And there's actually the bike pulling up right now. I think it might be the Yamaha. Not sure, but yeah, we'll go ahead and get out of here. What's up, bro? What's your name? It's Carter. Nice to meet you. I like the bike.
About to ride out?
Yeah. I've been chilling for a little bit and I was about to head out.
Cool, man.
All right, well, it was nice meeting you, man. I'll see you around. What a nice guy, dude. See, that's just why I love the biking community. That dude was so nice, and like, you know, in another world, if we both never had bikes, we probably, I mean, we never would have crossed paths. We never would have talked to him, had a full conversation. That's one thing about the biking community. If you're thinking about getting into, if you don't have a bike right now, get one, just because the community is amazing. I've never met a mean biker, other than, yeah, I mean, me personally, I know there are some stories that people will have like bad experiences, but like, it just seems like everyone that I personally encountered has been just awesome, super inviting, and like, I love to talk about bikes, they love to talk about bikes, so it's like perfect, you know. But yeah, on our way out, I'm gonna try to take this a little bit more aggressively. Obviously, we're gonna be safe, but try to have a little bit more fun on our way out. Oh my gosh, dude, into neutral again. I can tell very soon that, oh, there's two bikes. I can tell very soon I won't be able to see. See what I mean? Cameron Park's filled with bikers. If you're in Waco area and you wanna meet bikers, man, just go to Waco Park. Or Waco Park, Cameron Park, that's what it's called. Anyways, boys, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this video. It's probably been a long video, honestly, but yeah, I'm trying to get back into the groove of things. I'm making videos, doing what I love, and that's being on this guy and talking to you. So hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.